OPDs at UN treaty bodies. Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women. 81st session, February 2022. Engaging with CEDAW Committee. Why it matters. Voices of Women with Disabilities from Uganda.
The engagement was the first one of its nature with the women-led organization NUWODU.
How would you describe your engagement with CEDAW Committee during Uganda's country review?
And this engagement was very stressful, but also exciting, because when we were going in, we didn't know what was there. But at the end of the day, it was so engaging. And because of the engagement, it made us to also learn a lot in terms of experience sharing, also getting knowledge on how the committee works. And this put us to a level that anything is possible, and we were able to recognize our capacity in terms of engaging with the committees, because members were able to ask a number of questions. Very exciting from our side.
What is your opinion on how the CEDAW Committee holds its session, including the NGO public briefing and constructive dialogue with the state?
CEDAW Committee must bear in mind the different accessibility formats, and also must bear in mind that we have different categories of women with disabilities, especially those ones who are underrepresented. Women with psychosocial and intellectual disabilities, as well as women with who are deaf and blind. Their accessibility needs must be met. For example, I attended a public informal meeting, and I had no interpreter. And as well, I tried captioning, but it was not effective. And therefore, in future, all these needs should be put in mind.
What is your opinion on the concluding observations by the CEDAW Committee on Uganda and on the inclusion of women with disabilities?
The concluding observation has been very inclusive in nature, because all the thematic areas that we presented, that included education, health, political participation, justice, employment, impact of the observations with clear recommendations, and giving emphasis on women and girls with disabilities. And this was a result of the statement that was made and then the private meeting. This is a very good thing for advocacy, and this advocacy will be able to make government be accountable on the rights of women and girls with disabilities in Uganda.
Would you encourage other groups of women and girls with disabilities to participate in CEDAW review? What is your message to them?
There has been a challenge, and a challenge of invisibility of women and girls in the national and international laws like CEDAW. It's very important for us as women and girls to participate in these processes so that our issues are clearly stated. Nothing for us without us. I call upon all women with disabilities to always participate in these spaces.